I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Boston Celtics. The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Screen coming.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
Bojan Bogdanovic trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Ball's controlled by Boston. Takes stock of the floor. To Brown, down low. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Conley into the front court. Leads just a point. To Gobert. Lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Hayward. Rudy Gobert snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Conley. Shot from the lane won't go. Mike Conley, 2 of 4 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Gobert. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Hayward. Five on the shot clock. Short jumper won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Bojan Bogdanovic at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Boston with the basketball. Hayward.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
That is great vision to set it up. Gordon Hayward swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Jaylen Brown. Not going down for him this time.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Slam dunk.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Jazz have it. Mitchell. His first effort off the mark. Rudy Gobert. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Boston Celtics, number 9.
Utah ball. Jumper's good.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Brown with it up top. His guys trail by 13. To Hayward. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Here comes the screen. To Conley. Mike Conley. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Gobert. To Conley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Brown into the front court. Trailing by 15. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Jazz ball. Conley. To Gobert. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Rudy Gobert at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Celtics have it to Hayward. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Can't connect from inside. Brown with it up top. Down a bundle to Marcus Smart.
Man, I know you see this. Give me the rock.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Looking to make something happen. Runner here. Won't go down. F.A. Udo able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Conley into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Conley into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Gordon Hayward rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Across the timeline, it's Conley. They lead it by 14. To Gobert. Nothing going here on that drive. Rudy Gobert. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Jaylen Brown. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Jaylen Brown, couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
For Boston, number 36, Marcus Smart.
Goes 2 for 2.
Shot, boy.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Conley. Man, that was a tough shot.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Shot clock winding down. And it's Conley with the rebound. Conley into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Joe Ingles. To Cantor. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Conley. Great defense there, forcing the pickup.
D up, baby. D up. I'm here.
He buries it. Double team comes. He says, why not?
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Can't connect. Joe Ingles. To Conley. Oh, had him going there for a second. Five seconds to shoot. To Conley. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Brown into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. Conley to Joe Ingles. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Able to convert inside.
Finally, finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Finish that. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We're through one at Vivint Smart Home Arena with the Jazz on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Ball's controlled by Boston. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Clarkson with the basketball. His guys up by 15. Conley. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Cantor. Oh, emphatic slam.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. The lead is 15. That's a momentum play right there. And count the basket inside. Keeps the ball in bounds. That's what you want to see. To Jaylen Brown. The drive right to the basket.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Joe Ingles. Conley. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. And a throwdown.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Utah with the possession. Conley to Joe Ingles. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Conley to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Here comes the screen. Shemi Ojale at the line for 2 shots. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. To Joe Ingles. Clarkson, deep left corner. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Clarkson to Gobert. To Joe Ingles. 5 to shoot for Utah. Has a chance. Clarkson's shot, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Boston with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. What on earth was he thinking?
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Cantor. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Clarkson down low for Gobert. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Utah's got it. Clarkson to Gobert. Probing the defense. Clarkson. Here's a chance from long range. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Into the game for Boston, number 27.
And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three,
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
what a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Screen coming. Goes to the left side for three, and he buries it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Screen coming. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Tatum. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here comes the screen. Short jumper stays out.
Here come a left.
To Gobert. It was right there. Lets it fly from long range. Gobert with the rebound. Mitchell with the basketball. Looking to make something happen.
Cut it.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Mitchell's shot comes up empty.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Jazz have the ball. Down to Gobert.
Oh, yeah, that's light work. That's light work.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Gobert. Mitchell's shot, no good. And counted at the rim.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Sizing up the defense to Joe Ingles. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Jason Tatum, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. First one, counted.
It's like practice.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Get it, shoot it again.
Utah ball.
Island now. I got ball. That's me.
Takes stock of the floor. Here comes the screen.
Cut it, I got yours.
A shot no good on the drive by Conley.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Hayward. Tatum. He He was all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And the two. Rudy Gobert cashes in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Fires the three. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Celtics have it. Probing the defense. Knocked loose. Has a look. And the rebound taken down by the Jazz. Conley into the front court. They lead it by 14. Mitchell. Smothering D. The follow won't go either. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Jazz put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz, the Celtics are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The Boston Celtics struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
Gobert has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Hayward. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. 4-3. They need something to go down. It's no good. Conley into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Flushes it home.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Marcus Smart. Screen coming. To Hayward. Beyond the arc for three. And Gordon Hayward, zero hesitation as he knocks it down for three.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Gobert. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Hayward. Rudy Gobert sends it away. It's Jazz ball. Nothing going here on that drive. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Conley. Fine to shoot. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Hayward to Marcus Smart. Mitchell with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Conley. Here comes the screen. To Gobert. Scores from the post.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Celtics have it. Surveys the floor. To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Conley. And a putback slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Hayward. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. To Conley. Has a chance. Conley shot off the mark. To Jaylen Brown. Layup goes down. Well done.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Utah with the possession. Conley to Gobert. Short jumper misses. Screen coming. To Jaylen Brown. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. Watch cut.
Shot from the lane won't go. Brown with it up top. Down a bundle.
Screen coming up, screen coming up.
Shot by Tatum won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Hayward. Work it down to Brown. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Hayward. And the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Short jumper won't fall. To Hayward. To Brown, down low. Bojan Bogdanovic with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hayward. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Conley.
Hey, watch this screen.
That's out. Last touch by Mike Conley. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Hayward. To Jaylen Brown.
Swing come right, swing come right, swing come right.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it. It's a 3.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now since they've picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Hayward. To Cantor. Rudy Gobert. Tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Brown into the front court. His guys down big. And that's rebounded by the Jazz. Utah's got it.
I got ball, I got ball.
Here comes the screen.
Big pick right there.
Probing the defense. Trying to cash in. Shot misses there by Clarkson.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Hayward. Deep right corner to Cantor. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Driving right to the basket. Joe Ingles to Clarkson. 5 to shoot for Utah. To Clarkson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Jordan Clarkson with a chance at a 4-point play for his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good. He's able to polish off the 3-point play. Here comes the screen.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
Baseline drive. Rudy Gobert with the block. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Has a look.
I got him. Here we go.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Substitution being made in this one.
Here comes screen, here comes screen, here comes screen.
Hayward. Spins and scores.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Clarkson with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Joe Ingles to Clarkson. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Joe Ingles to Clarkson. Fires the 3. Jordan Clarkson is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3. Got it. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Hayward. Sizing up the defense. Hayward. Has a chance. Hayward with a shot, no good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Jordan Clarkson has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy. My ball.
Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender. Right there. 3 quarters complete. The Jazz in command of this one. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting 5 has certainly earned the 4th quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys holding the big lead. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Great feed. Sets it up. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. A lot of contact. Shots no good, and no foul.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Hayward unable to connect. Goes to the left side from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. On the follow, way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Great looking vision. It's Clarkson with the slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Clarkson. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. Celtics have it. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. To Hayward. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Hayward. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Conley into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Joe Ingles to Conley.
Ice.
He gets it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Donovan Mitchell with the rock.
Screen right. Lock that down. You got that.
Referees called it. That was intentional.
To number 20, Gordon Hayward. That's his.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Into the game for the Celtics. Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Backcourt. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Clarkson. Great dish to set it up. Mitchell, yes. When this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To Clarkson.
Make it tough on him.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Down the lane to lay it in.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Shot clock violation. Time to shuffle things up. Clarkson. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Clarkson.
Double team. Here we go.
Well, let's split.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
For three, tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Clarkson. Short jumper won't fall. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
And he finishes at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Cantor. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Gobert. Celtics have it. Off the mark. Jazz have the ball to Clarkson.
Come in. We got it. Here we go.
And the basket good at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
And it's Cantor. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from long range, and the Jazz have it. They've cleared the rebound. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Donovan Mitchell, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Clarkson. And stuffs it home. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. They get it down to Gobert. Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. Shot misses there by Smart. Big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Active hands to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Clarkson. Tough make through traffic.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
From the painted area, won't go down. Utah ball.
I'm here. I got ball.
Take stock of the floor. Probing the defense. Mitchell? I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
I got ball. Big shot.
The drive, right to the basket. To Jaylen Brown. Rudy Gobert sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they scored their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Utah Jazz, the Celtics are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The Utah Jazz were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
Gobert gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.